Hello, everybody, and welcome to our daily check-in. Keeping with the theme of appreciation, I thought I would kind of start the beginning half of this video with a little bit about my own life and things that I am personally appreciative for. I spent the other couple of days talking a little bit about how I am appreciative of my colleagues that I work with, whether it's in a responsive classroom or whether it's at my school, you know, custodians, administrators, you guys, parents, paraprofessionals, you name it. I'm super appreciative for all of you. But I want to talk about how there are things that I appreciate that connect to my own personal experiences, and then I will come kind of full circle to this concept of appreciation and what I think is something you might be able to do. So, as I had mentioned in a previous video, I had the opportunity to go to a World Series game, and it was the only World Series game I was ever able to go to. But so this was the ticket, right, that I got for that World Series game, and I got to experience this game with my father, my sister, and my nephew. Now, my sister is not in this picture because she was nice enough to take it, so I am appreciative of her. I'm also appreciative at games like this of just the tension and the excitement that you feel and the adrenaline. So here, this is a picture when the Yankees were down 3-0 and Chuck Knobloch hit that homer. This is a picture I took that they tied the game. That in itself would have been phenomenal. Then, this is a picture of Tino Martinez after he hit a grand slam and gave them the lead. And then they ended up winning that game 9-6. That was just an unbelievable moment in my life because I'd never experienced anything like it. So I appreciate when moments like that occur. You know, you might be watching a Super Bowl game or World Series or NBA Finals or the Final Four, you name it, and then you just have that rush of excitement. And those are things we want to appreciate because when they happen, they're just that much more special. Now, thinking of other things that I'm appreciative of, being that Sunday is Mother's Day, I am very appreciative of my wife because she is an outstanding mother. She's always been great at encouraging our kids to read and, making them be the best that they can be. And she's always putting them first. So I was very fortunate. So here we are in the early years, back in 2000. So I was super excited that in 2002, when I asked her to marry me, she said yes. And this is what she looked like on her wedding day. Amazing. Obviously, I'm biased. But I'm also appreciative of the fact that we got to experience this moment with a lot of our friends and family. So this is only my half, right? This group. So I'm showing you this picture because we had a pretty big wedding party, but I'm appreciative that so many people were willing to take time out of their day and experience that moment with us. Weddings can be very expensive, and it's expensive for people coming. There's all kinds of expenses that go with a wedding, as many of you, your parents know. So when people are willing to be in your wedding, it's a sense of appreciation, and I'm very grateful. I'm also grateful and appreciative of my friends, right? So I have a lot of work friends. They know they're awesome. But today I'm just going to focus on a couple of my old friends that are still my friends. So this is my friend Marty. I talk about him a lot. He was, him and I were friends ever since I was 10. And ever since I was 10, he always looked out for me. So sometimes you have to appreciate those friends who look out for you. Your parents look out for you, your teachers look out for you, your family looks out for you, but you're going to come a time in your life when your friends are going to be the ones who are really going to, step up their game for you to help you out when you're in need. Now, some friends are a little bit older. So here's one of my friends from way back in the day. Him and I have been friends probably since I was around 11. And the beauty of friendship, okay, so here's what I just want you to get, is that you can have all different types of friends. Just because you have a best friend doesn't mean you can't have another best friend, right? And it also can't mean that you can't hang out with people for different reasons. My daughter might hang out with people because they're her dance friends, but yes, she might also hang out with people who are just like her school friends. So you can have different types of friends. There's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes you get jobs, or you will get a job in your life, and all of a sudden you will get a really good friend. So here is somebody who, when I worked at a grocery store, we became buddies, and we're still friends. And now his daughter and my daughter are good friends. Okay. And that's what I mean also about school friends and family type friends, because they don't go to school together. They don't play sports together. They don't dance together, yet they can still be friends because they have built a relationship because, they're our parents. Their parents are friendly. So you never know. But the one thing I will say about friends is that when they come to your wedding and you get to experience that, sometimes you got to take the moment and appreciate other things. So here's a picture of my mother and I on my wedding day. And the reason why I'm showing that is because I was very appreciative that my mom was able to be there. I know sometimes, people that we care about can't be at important events in our life, and it hurts. However, it's not that they don't want to be there, okay? So they do. So when they are there, you want to appreciate those moments and let them know how grateful you are that they're there. Having able to have an opportunity where my mother and father can be at my wedding was great. So the beauty though is the appreciation keeps going. Now, when I was a kid, I'm sure I was a pain in the butt. There's no question. I mean, I was definitely, I had issues just like every other kid, but I was hopeful that I would meet somebody that when we would have a family that I would be able to have kids. So here's a picture of my wife and I, who is, as Mother's Day is coming up, she blessed me with two awesome kids. So here is a little bit older picture of my two daughters. We were down in Myrtle Beach, and here's the thing about appreciation. So my mother-in-law and her husband, they were nice enough to allow us to come on vacation with them, and then we have been for years. So there's that appreciation factor. I already talked about my father-in-law, who every time he goes to Englishtown, he always reaches out and asks what we need, and I'm appreciative of that. So when your family, the reason why I'm saying this is when your family does things for you, you want to show your appreciation. I've seen all kinds of videos online where a parent tries to do something really nice for a kid, and the kid is ungrateful. Now, seeing many of you in class, obviously, I know none of you are really that way. So when your parents do nice things for you, it is always nice to say thank you and be appreciative, because the excitement that we feel as a parent doing something for you guys, we probably get more excited sometimes than you do, because we just want to see the reaction on your face. So when your parents do something nice for you, definitely show that appreciation. Now, sometimes you think life is kind of stinky, right? Now, here is my daughter when she was quite young. And the reason why I'm showing this picture is because it's her birthday on Monday. And just like many of you and a lot of the kids I've seen in the neighborhood are experiencing what they would call a quarantine birthday. Now, I know it's not the best situation. However, when I see like cars driving by and people making signs for people and honking their horn and screaming like "Happy Birthday," it's good to show appreciation for that, because people are taking time out of their day to swing by. Now, if for some reason none of you guys have had that experience, right? I'm just letting you know, if your birthday has passed and I've missed it, I apologize, but I hope you had an amazing birthday, and that the good thing to appreciate is you got to spend your birthday with your family. I know sometimes you might have a sporting event and you don't really get to enjoy it, or you're in school. Now you get to be home and be with your family, so hopefully you're enjoying that. I'm also appreciative that I've had the opportunity to watch my daughters both do dance. I never thought that I would miss the carpooling and the sitting there hurting my back waiting for them to finish dance, but I miss it. I miss watching things like my daughter and her friends when they have like a performance. I do enjoy that quite a bit. So why am I telling you this kind of like a life story of myself? Because things in your life will change. I was talking to a student yesterday trying to explain that life is kind of like a roller coaster, right? When you're feeling great, it's at that high point, you're like, yes. But then when it goes down and you're at a low point, sometimes it is hard to appreciate things. Sometimes it is hard to feel grateful. Sometimes it is hard to feel happy. But if you know anything about a roller coaster, you can go back up. So the question is, when you were feeling down, sometimes it's good to think about the things that you have that are in fact good, things that you can appreciate. Now, I look at my backyard. My backyard is a mess, and I complain about it a lot. However, I have to tell myself I'm appreciative that I have a yard that can be messy. I'm appreciative that, yeah, I have to bring the garbage out and it's kind of annoying, but I'm thankful that I live in a place where I actually have food and items that I can put in that garbage to bring to the curb. So, my advice for you is think of the positive, what you can do in order to show your appreciation to others, but also appreciate what you have, right? Appreciate your family, appreciate if you have a roof over your head, appreciate if there's some good music on the radio, which I don't even know if you guys listen to the radio anymore, but if there's good music on Alexa, or if there's good food, on the table, these are things that we should all be appreciative of. I admit I miss seeing my family, but I am appreciative that they are healthy. I miss seeing my coworkers, but I appreciate that if I need them, they will be there for me. They will listen to me. Your friends are the same way. Your family is the same way. So, as we're wrapping up this week, as I talk about appreciation, I appreciate all of you because you are the people who keep me motivated to keep learning, to keep searching for things. So, you have no idea if you're the inspiration for others. You have no idea if you're the person that keeps other people either motivated or, your parents look at you and they're grateful that you are in their lives. So return the favor, show your gratitude and appreciation for them. It will mean a lot. All right. So until our next check-in video, I miss you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day. Enjoy this beautiful weather. And I look forward to seeing you guys in class, virtually very soon. All right. Peace out.